Well, my name's Alister McGrath, and I want to say how delighted I am to be able to give these two talks. I think there'll be two groups of people who will really enjoy these talks. First of all, will be Christians who want to, in effect, be stimulated to think more about their faith. But I think also there's a second group that's very important, and that is people who are not Christians or who've heard something about Christianity, but who are also very fair and say, look, I want to hear about this. I like to hear a Christian talk about Christianity and try to explain to me what it's all about. One of the great things about science is it tries to make sense of things. So I'm going to be looking at questions like, how do we make sense of things? In what way can the Christian faith make sense of things? And I think this would be a very interesting topic to explore. Then in the second lecture, I'll be looking at the whole theme of salvation. And really, it's all about who we are as human beings. Do we need some kind of transformation? What is our hope? How does all of this relate to, for example, the life and death and resurrection of Jesus Christ? And I'm delighted that I'm going to be joined on the third evening by Paul Fidders, who's a very distinguished Oxford professor. He's going to be talking about the problem of suffering. And I reckon for many people that really is an issue. How do we make sense of suffering? How do we cope with suffering? I'm sure there'll be many people who are thinking of coming to hear these talks who will say, well, life makes perfect sense without God, or I can study chemistry or English literature or classics without any need to reference God at all. And I certainly can understand that. What I want to try and explain is the difference that God makes. The motto of Oxford is Dominus illuminatio mea, the Lord is my light. I think one of the great questions to ask is, look, in what way does Christianity shed light on anything? Is this simply an embarrassment for the past, or actually does it serve a useful purpose in this day and age? I'm not out to convert you or anything. I'm simply out to say, look, this is what it looks like, this is what it sounds like. What do you think?